Thank you, Mary. I'll now hand over to Sally. We're having question and answer time for about 15 to 20 minutes. If you have any questions, we have some microphones. People will run them down to you, so you can just put up your hand.
Okay, are there any questions for any of the speakers here tonight? Okay, we have one question down here and two there. One. Yes, member.
My name is Colin Menzies. I've got a question mainly for the Labor Party because 40 years ago I sat in with one of the people in Fifth Street where we boarded up the houses in order to stop the demolition of our street and the construction of the freeway through Glebe. And that freeway was stopped by resident action, and it was stopped by the courage of the Labor Party. Because what happened was Neville Rand, who was then opposition leader, had the courage to come out to the demonstration and stand beside the residents and say, if I am elected, I will stop this road. And he was elected and the road was stopped. And eventually what the Roads Authority did was they demolished Fifth Street and turned it into a chasm.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. That's a statement. Do you have a question?
The question is for the Labor Party, and that is, if this meeting resolves to oppose the freeway, will the Labor Party stand with the residents, or will it stand by some support in principle, which seems to have no principle behind it?
Thank you. I'll give you
I guess that question is directed at me. Look, thank you very much for that question. Look, I think that, if you look at what we took to the election, which was that we support the M4 widening and the M4 East, and we support the duplication of the M5, that remains our position.
Oh, come on. Change it.
Can you let me finish? And then you can yell? That maintains, that is our position. The issue that we have, which is becoming of great concern to us, is the way the project is being managed. Now, it is a concern to us, and we would support a parliamentary inquiry into WestCONnex. I said that when I spoke. We absolutely would. I think, have you actually put out what the terms of reference of that inquiry are? So we would support that. The issue for us remains the information that we don't have, as you rightly said. That's the issue that we have. We don't have enough information to say we don't support it. We don't have enough information, certainly, to give you the answer that you want. But we do, in principle, support it, yes.
Why? Yeah. What principle?
Why do you support it?
Okay, we'll move on to our next question. Thank you.
Answer the question.
You've been asked a question, what's the answer?
Look, I think your anger is directed at current government, not necessarily.
No, it's you two join in.
Okay. All right. Just give me the opportunity here, okay? The issue that you are all concerned about is WestCONnex. As I said, our position was, we were very, very clear about that in the lead up to the election. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you want to hear if that's not the position that we have, because that would be incredibly deceitful, and I'm not going to do that.
Quit the party.
Excuse me. Just let me finish. Then you can yell. The issue that we have, as I keep saying, is that we have very serious concerns about the transparency of this project. We want to see the business case. We want to know that it stacks up. And that will remain the position that I take as Shadow Minister, and the position of the Shadow Cabinet. If it is, when this information is released, that we can't see that it stacks up, then there is every opportunity for you to say to us, we want you to review this project. We want you to change your position. And I will take that on board and we will do that. But at the moment, we, like you, do not have the information other than to say, this is the starting position from us. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. That has always been the case, and that is what I will say time and time again. So you can direct any questions you want to me, but that will be the response.
That's the reason Verity Bird's not sitting up there. This is also directed to you, Jody. Your leader.
Very close to you. Very close to me.
Very close? That's right. This is also directed to you, Jody. Your leader recently changed his position on the light rail down George Street to the Quay without any real evaluation of what the project is going to deliver. Why won't you change your position so easily on the WestCONnex?
Look, I obviously am not the shadow transport minister, so I didn't have anything to do with that decision, so I can't actually answer from that perspective. But I am the shadow minister for roads, and I have given you my answer, and as I said, I can answer it 100 times and it will still be the same one. What I need you to know is that we share your concerns, and it's very easy to come out and just say we're going to stop something and we don't oppose it, we don't support it and we oppose it. But we have taken a position. It is a position that many of you don't like. However, it doesn't mean that we're not going to be there to support you. I mean, Jo Halen has put out, she's the member for Summerhill, she has put out a statement that says she absolutely does not support WestCONnex. She's the member for Summerhill. She's a member of the Labor Party. She's sitting right there. And if you are in Haddonfield, Jo's holding a street meeting this Saturday, 9:30 to 11 o'clock at the corner of Ramsey Street and Dalhousie Street. But that is Jo's position as the local member. And it is up to each and every member, because that's the way MPs operate, to choose the position that they want. As a party, I am giving you the position that we have, which is the one that we took to the election.
That's why you lost.
Yeah, that's fine.
I actually won.
Yeah, that's why your party lost.
I don't think that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, we do have quite a few people wanting to ask questions, and they'll probably be concentrating on very similar things. So I've got at least 6 hands up. This gentleman is next, and then there are at least another 5 out there. So if you'd like to ask a question. Just hold. I've got a red light on. Push the button up.
I've got a loud voice. It's true that the Melbourne project was stopped. It took a change of government to stop that. And this gentleman also has been pointing to another change of government that happened to stop another project. I really feel that that is what it's going to take to stop the project. We have a government in power who is quite arrogant, and they're basically saying, we have a mandate, suck it up, princess. It's going to happen. Now, I really want to know how we can position ourselves to make that change of government happen. But to do that, we've got to have a clear alternative. So I have a simple question. Please, try and answer it if you can. I understand your policy. I understand where you're at. But what I would like to know, you are surrounded by people from health, engineering, and a former councillor there. And they're all telling you about how it won't work, it's deadly, it's outdated. You sit in the middle and you say, but in principle I support this. How can you? What is it that the Labor Party knows to say, even though all these people are against it, you know what? We support it in principle because, please, complete the sentence.
Sure, we can go to an election tomorrow. Where are you going? Sorry, we can go to an election tomorrow. I mean, I've been in here for 60 days as the member. We've got another election in 2019. So a change of government is not going to happen. And it doesn't matter what I say, what our position is, a change of government is not going to happen for 4 years. This project is a reality now.
Could I just respond to that and say that it's not going to be the government, change of government that will change the project. It will be all of you. It will be the community of New South Wales. It will be the people of Sydney that will actually build the momentum to change the government's mind. It has happened many times before. No matter what it might look like at the moment, we still live in a democracy. We still have a lot of power as a community. There are voices in Parliament that are standing up and shouting out in support of what you all are doing. And you know, like I said earlier, the course of history has been changed by grassroots movements like the ones around WestCONnex. And we can do that again. We cannot give up hope on that. We can actually do this. I think over the last 2 to 3 years, this project has been undermined massively. We keep doing that because there is no evidence that this project is going to work. You know, they don't have any evidence actually to show that it will work. On the other hand, we have so much evidence to show that it's not going to work. And keep doing what we're doing, we get a bigger movement happening, and we can't stop it.
We have to bring on board Western Sydney. We have to bring on board Western Sydney. Look, Clover's put together a terrific report on why this is a bad project, why it's not needed to service the CBD. Because everyone comes to CBD virtually by public transport, unlike the rest of Sydney. The percentage of people driving to work is low. That's not to say that there's quite a few people who have to bring a vehicle to the centre, but commuters, the percentage is very low, and generally it's Max and Co. Driving into the underground car parks that you get when you are cheering, which is why they need to get rid of the congestion, because you know they get held up. But we have to bring on board Western Sydney because it is an us and them argument now. That is what the state government is saying. To Western Sydney, you need this road. Well, they don't need this road. What they need is $20 billion spent on fixing the public transport and some of the roads in Western Sydney.
To John's comment there, and one of the ways to bring Western Sydney on board is this highlighting that it's going to cost you know, the average commuter about maybe $80 a week extra in tolls alone. And that makes Sydney a really unlivable city, and it means a lot of people will move out of Western Sydney to other places that will live.